2015.
Thank you, everybody who subscribed, liked, commented, shared the show. Love is Blind UK. We've been basically covering UK shows this whole summer, and we thank y'all for that. Blair, go walk us through this last episode before the reunion one last time. Go back and check the playlist. Blair, you ready to walk us through this?
Yes.
Let's go.
All right. So we are at Jasmine and Bobby, their wedding day.
Yeah.
So Bobby's family is there wishing him the best.
Mm-hmm.
He has some beads in memory of his cousin Danny, who we learned passed away along with Danny's wife, Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine's friends visit her, and things are getting real.
Oh, okay.
So apparently the day before, her mom planted some seeds of doubt. She talked about how she thinks Jasmine likes Bobby more than he likes her, and that he wouldn't be able to provide for a family. So she has always done what her mama said, but she wants to make her own decision today.
Well, stop right there. Mm-hmm. And that's what if you go back to listen to what I said last episode, it kind of matches with this episode. The day that you decide to not do what your mother said is on your wedding day, you have no practice. Mm-hmm. I have this true belief, and I believe that the first person who you have to learn to say no to is probably your parents. Mm-hmm. Someone who invested in you, someone who loves you and things like that. That's where you actually learn how to transition from thinking for yourselves and actually going into adulthood, is that you're going to have to tell mom no. Mm-hmm. You have to tell dad no. And I will hope that the biggest platform, you have some experience in saying no and actually putting some boundaries there, and you get some practice before your actual wedding day. Mm-hmm. That's why I was kind of skeptical about Jasmine and her decision and what she's going to do, because I'm like, girl, this is the time you want to do boundaries now? Mm-hmm. Boundaries should have been set in practice all your life, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and just kind of my perspective on that is that, like, there are people who are raised with parents who kind of raise them to be codependent.
Yeah.
And raise them to rely on their thoughts and their opinions, so that way they're kind of paralyzed and not wanting to make their own. Mm-hmm. And then they feel guilt when they go out and start making their own decisions.
Crazy.
So, like with Chris, I would agree it would be good to learn how to put those things in place earlier, but it can be so embedded in people that it's hard for them to break away. So
we hope.
Yeah. So Bobby's mom and sister visit him, and he's just telling his mom how thankful he is for her. Mm-hmm. Jasmine's mom comes in and asks her if she's ready, and she tells her, "Oh, don't cry. And I'm just like, oh, you're being so nice today. Mm-hmm. So her mom walks her down the aisle. Mm-hmm. We get to the altar, and we get I do's from both Bobby and Jasmine. Mm-hmm. All right. So mom says that she found a love that will last for life, and she wishes them the best.
I don't believe your mama.
I think mom just trying to keep it cute for the cameras. Yeah, I don't know how mom is going to react behind closed doors.
Listen, it's the day of your wedding, or it's the day before your wedding, and I'm sowing seeds of doubt. Mm-hmm. That means I have no respect, or don't even consider how you may be feeling anxious, even this whole process and things like that. So it's easy to sow seeds of doubt with somebody that I can't 100% like back. And she can't 100% back Bobby. She only known her for this little bit of time.
Right.
So I expect the seeds that she planted, she's going to water them during the marriage.
Absolutely.
And it's going to grow. And hopefully her daughter, Jasmine, is a gardener. Mm-hmm. And she can pull those weeds out from the root. But it's going to be harder than you think to just saying, oh, mom, stop. Mm-hmm. Oh, mom, stop. Mm-hmm. If you have no practice in it, you won't be good at it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Then we get to Nicole and Benaiah.
Yeah.
So Nicole's heart wants it to be with him, but she doesn't know if they've spent enough time to know if they are going to last the test of time.
Yeah.
He said that with him not knowing each other, the risk of divorce is higher, and that made her nervous because she doesn't even want them to think about divorce. The divorce that she had previously left her with some abandonment issues.
Yeah, that's like, hey, if there's anybody who should be thinking about divorce, Nicole, divorce is real, and you should be basically preaching divorce to him because you are a testament of divorce. So like this whole thing of like, I don't want to think about it. I'm like, Nicole, hey, this is reality now. You know.
So Benaiah says that they left things almost undecided when they parted their ways to have their time alone. In life, he has always followed his heart, and he wants to continue to do that, even if she says no, so that way he can walk away without any regrets. So Nicole's dad couldn't get away from work, so her mom is representing for the both of them.
What is your thoughts on that?
I didn't have many thoughts on it. Some people can't get away from work. I know that sometimes it can be like a thing where people are just like, if it's important to you, then you'll be there. But some people's jobs, like, they really can't get away. So
one thing I learned about a job, you can get away. Right. And I find it very interesting that, and I'm only going by her words, she said that my parents don't trust my decision making. Yeah. Right. When they came to the apartment and things like that to meet, and now the father's not there at the wedding. I find that very strange, especially since it's your daughter's wedding day and things like that, and you're hoping that it's the last wedding day.
Maybe, I'm about to say this is the second one. Maybe he made sure he was available the first one. All the other ones, he's just like, hey.
Or maybe he feels like, hey, I'm going to catch the third one. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? So I find it very strange that he wasn't there, especially for from her perspective of it's her father, and you know how it is, like, you know, the father's supposed to traditionally walk her down the aisle. So I find it very, very strange that, like, hey man, you're kind of in the wedding.
Yeah.
You got to walk her down the aisle. This is not a friend that can't get off. Like, hey, it's the father, the one that's supposed to give her away.
But I also got to tell you, I mean, a month's notice is not always the best notice that people can get for work, depending on what you have. Sometimes you can't give a month's notice. This was quick. This was really quick. Mm-hmm. But I get what you're saying as well. If you want to make time, you'll try to move hell and high water to make time. Yeah. So both Benaiah and Nicole said, I do.
I was so disappointed. I wanted to be proven right. I know some of y'all in the comments are saying, Christopher, your comments about both of them have no base. You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, they are for each other. Stop hating on Nicole. Stop hating on Benaiah. But I'm not. I'm going to give another prediction, another Hail Marys per se. I'm going to say they're not going to be together at the reunion.
Okay.
What do I have to prove that? Nothing. Mm-hmm. Just my opinion. I really do believe she's erratic, and I really do believe that he kind of turned me off with the whole I need to defend Nicole. Sam is not genuine. Sam is this, Sam is that. And I'm just like, hey, bro, what they got to do with you? They got nothing to do with you. And you seem very passionate, and your whole personality is really wrapped up about who Sam is or who Sam's not, and I just don't trust them together. So hopefully I'm right at the reunion and I can say I told you so.
I thought they looked great. I knew they would say I do, and I think that they're going to have a wonderful marriage.
You're supposed to agree with me for everything. No, but we'll see.
So we get to Catherine and Freddie.
Yeah.
He wrote her a letter and gave her a pair of diamond earrings before she walked down the aisle, just left in her, what do you call it, her like boudoir. Mm-hmm. And she said that gave her a lot of reassurance.
Okay.
So her being put up for adoption has instilled a fear of rejection for her.
Okay.
So that's why she needs all the reassurance she can get.
And I wonder how that is for her. I want to be sentimental to that. I would think that with the parents that she do have, that would have helped, like, help stifle some of those feelings. But I can see how she fear of rejection and things like that, because it's like almost embedding you. That's like your story. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to sound real hypocritical. As much as I talked about Jasmine and how hard it can get from the weight of whatever situation you're in, Catherine, how long are we going to go ahead with this adoption story?
Oh, my goodness.
How long? I mean, yes, you were adopted, and I'm sure there are a lot of ramifications of how it makes you feel.
Scars.
But she's using it, to me, as an excuse rather than a reason. She is excusing her behavior and treatment of Freddie. Beautiful, fine, lovely, nice Freddie.
Okay.
Making and laughing at his what is his job? A funeral director. She's just a nasty lady, and she is hinging it all on the fact that she was adopted. Well, excuse me if this is a little crass, but you were picked. Okay.
Oh my
Not
goodness.
every child was picked. So it's a blessing that you have a family that loves and cares for you and raised you to be the person that you are today. I think Catherine needs to get some help.
What are you even saying? Thank God you was picked. Yeah, she was still abandoned.
I'm not arguing it.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
I'm not arguing it with him. I ain't arguing it with y'all.
Okay.
Anyway, so Freddie knows that it's a beautiful day.
Okay.
It's a celebration of them finding each other. His sister tells him, happy for you, but I got to tell you, I worry that y'all are on different pages. Mm-hmm. She's a lovely girl, but she is different. Freddie says that she tends to play down what she likes as far as like being bougie or liking to go out. And he doesn't know if she's trying to show only what he likes in a girl rather than how she is as a person.
Okay.
So the sister tells him to stay true to himself and they will support him 100%. And Jack is there dressed in his nines, ready to be the best man, come to do his job today. Okay. So very nice, Jack. So we get to the altar. They did what I wanted. They asked Catherine first.
Oh my goodness.
Do you? She said, I do. And Freddie said, I love you. But the timing is not right.
Players started cheering.
There are mountains to climb before they can even make a lifelong commitment. So the answer from Freddie was no. He tries to give her a hug and she whispers, don't hug me.
Oh my goodness.
So Freddie talks to her parents. He tells them that he does love her and he's hoping that they can still live together, make it work. He wants her in his life, but they do need to work on some things before marriage.
Okay.
Her friend consoles her and says that she, could still give it a shot. He does want to be with you. And at this point, she's not really sure of what she wants to do.
She took the earrings off.
So Freddie goes in. He tells her that he knows it's hard, but she has so much love around her. And he asks, do you trust what we have? She says she does, but it's going to take a lot for her to bounce back. And you know what, Freddie? Let it go. Let it go. She was already mean, and she's going to be even worse to you. The fact that you told her no at the altar, I feel like she's going to make you pay for that decision.
That is true.
Rather than actually working on the issues that y'all need to work on. And she's probably going to say it's because she was adopted. So,
my goodness. Shout out to everybody who was adopted, who's been adopted.
And don't get me wrong. I'm sensitive to that, but Catherine has been terrible. She has been terrible to Freddie. She has sowed discourse within the friend group. I didn't like how she went to Demi talking about we're all happy. I don't know why you're not. Or, it's not fair that we're all happy and you don't get to be happy when she just argued with her man earlier in the day.
Well, look at both of them. Both of them ain't married. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my adopted people, man.
So I'm hoping that this is Catherine's rock bottom so that she can actually look back on it and be a better person in the future.
I'm gonna let you get all your words out.
That's all I got.
Okay. Shout out to all my adopted people, man. She don't dislike adopted people. She dislike Catherine. Okay. And at the end of the day, Catherine got what listen, you reap what you sow. This is what Catherine been doing. And the worst thing to do with someone like Freddie, and let me tell you something about Freddie, because as much as you got something for Catherine, let me give something for Freddie. Freddie, you can't make something right that's wrong. Meaning that, hey, don't give no consolation prize when it comes to the whole ending of the wedding thing. Don't say, hey, I said no to the wedding, but you can still live with me. No. Close your house off. Close your finances off. Send her back to her adopted parents' house and things of that nature. Let her find her work and let her get her feet up under her without your support.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Stop being a simp. Stop giving her, because he gave her them diamond earrings because he's like, I'm not gonna give you a husband, but I'm gonna give you a diamond earrings. No. Stop being a simp, right? And I'm happy that the sister came in and she was the last voice that basically was to save. You get what I'm saying? Because if he was already unsure what he wanted to do, the sister came in and basically the last voice that he heard that basically points him in a direction he was gonna do. And I'm happy that he talked to his sister. I feel like in some ways they have a very respectable relationship to where it's basically like, look, we are the older siblings and we have to look after our brother.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? We have to look after our parents. So it's not something as simple as somebody just comes in and just basically enjoy life in that way, but they have to come in being ready to take upon the burden of responsibility of this family. You get what I'm saying? So and that's what I meant. That's what I think she meant when she said she's different. Because I think if the circumstances wasn't the circumstance, of course you could come in and be married to her and y'all can have fun. But being part of this family, somebody got to watch Jack, somebody got to watch Mom, and there's a responsibility that is going to be put on you if you was to join this family. And I think that's what the sister meant.
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it. Listen here, man. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being with us. Listen here. I don't know, man. I like being in the UK. I might need to physically go there and meet some of y'all. But the UK is pretty big. So I can't be everywhere where y'all at. Maybe I may bump into Steve and Sabrina while they figure out where they're going to be. But we will be back for the reunion. And that will probably be our finale of UK shows. If there's another UK show that we can watch that we don't have to pay for. Put it in the comments below and we think about it.
And I'll say this was a really good season of Love is Blind. Coming off of the last season of Love is Blind, where we had clout chasers and just a whole bunch of craziness. This was good to see people who, even if they didn't decide to be together, like you could sense that they were really there for the connection and growing and you know, just becoming better people. Yeah. Like it was just nice to see, you know, everybody except Catherine. So it was nice to see how everybody navigated through Love is Blind UK.
Yeah, and guess what? We see at the reunion, even though I love the season, I do feel like Love is Blind this past season with Clay, that was also a great season too. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all don't like Clay, but it was entertainment from episode 1 all the way down. There was a girl.
It was entertainment, but I feel like this is the kind of entertainment I want. Not crazy, messy.
Give me Megan Fox lookalike.
Okay.
Okay, because listen here. When you're reviewing, you need some type of stuff to rip into people. As you see how Blair gave a whole soliloquy about Catherine and her adoptedness and her fear of rejection. She don't like that girl. You get what I'm saying? But hopefully we will see y'all soon with the other shows. We do another fleet of shows and we see y'all back at the reunion.
Bye.